Could it be that member from the popular group TLC Chili is a MAGA supporter? Or is it possible that this all could be one crazy misunderstanding? What's up, everybody? TJ here. Welcome back to the Back in Time channel. We have details and receipts about the backlash that Chili is facing online right now and the whole controversy, and we're going to get right into it. But before we get into it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you are notified each and every time that we upload. Now, this all kicked off with a controversial repost about Michelle Obama that a lot of people just wrote off as a conspiracy theory. Now, of course, of claiming not knowing what's going on, Chili came online after getting backlash for it, and she said that she didn't know that she hit a repost she was scrolling through and it was an accident. Take a listen to what she had to say.
Hey guys, I wanted to come on here to address a few things that's circulating on the internet that's very concerning to me. Let me say this first. I have the utmost respect and admiration for Michelle Obama, and I would never say or do anything that is disrespectful to her or to any woman. I would never do that. And I had no clue that this repost had happened until I started getting phone calls and text messages from everybody, and I immediately went to my page to see what was going on. Now, mind you, I'm not very computer savvy, so I'm looking for this repost button, and I see that all of these buttons are very, very close to each other, and clearly I was scrolling and my thumb hit the repost button. Again, I had no clue that something like this happened until I got all the calls. But of course, down, and I would never post anything like that. I would never do something like that. That is not my character. I have supported the Obamas. I gave to the campaign, both runs, voted twice for him, and supported the organization that Michelle had in the schools for exercise for the kids. I would never do anything that's harmful or hateful to anybody. I'm just not wired like that. That's just not who I am. And when it comes to organizations that I have donated to, these are the things that support the veterans. I have always supported them, not just now, but for years. This is not something new. So I just wanted to let you guys know, this from me, that I would never do anything so disrespectful, and I would just never. I'm just not about hate or anything like that. If you look on my page and see my posts, it's all about love, faith, and connection. That's what I'm all about, and I've always been that way, and I will continue to be just that way. So I just want to thank you guys for, your love and your support, and just taking the time to listen to me right now. I really, really appreciate that. And I love you guys. Thank you so much.
All right, so you just had to listen to what Chili had to say addressing the whole situation about the accidental repost. So, of course, after this, people was like, oh, okay, yeah, we understand accidents happen, this and that. Well, of course, the internet is going to put the eye in investigating, and that's exactly what happened. They started to look up these donations that she made, and they saw that she had almost $900 to $1,000 that she donated to organizations that was tied to Trump's 2024 campaign, including the Win Red and the Trump National Committee. And these are the receipts right here that a lot of people pulled up, and she started getting more backlash for this. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the comments of what folks had to say when they found out this information, and I'm going to go ahead and show you her rebuttal of what she said, or how she denied that she does not support men. Okay, so you had a look at what people had to say in the comments, and you had a look at what Chili had to say in response to people saying that she is a MAGA supporter. Well, these are my thoughts. Do I believe her about the Michelle Obama repost that it was an accident? Yeah, I do. Why? Because when you go on Instagram, you scroll fast, and those buttons are really kind of tight together, so it's easy to fat finger. That's what they call it from where I'm from. They call it fat finger when you accidentally hit something that you don't mean to, or you didn't know that you did it, and then you find out later. As far as her page goes, she's not lying. When you go and scroll on her page, the majority of what you're going to see is things about God, Bible scriptures. You're going to see inspirational posts, things of that nature. Now, I know with that said, one can argue, anyone can be, wolves in sheep's clothing, but my point is that her track record, her history dates back to her showing nothing but positivity on her page. Now, granted, she has had some controversy in the past about certain things that she claimed was taken out of context, but that is not relevant to what we're talking about today, right now. And as far as my opinion goes, or my thoughts on her with the whole donation towards MAGA, this is just something that she gonna have to eat, to be honest, because as a celebrity, long gone are the days that we are in the 90s or the early 2000s where we had PRs and stuff that could really do some damage control and really try to revive you and keep you afloat as soon as possible. As a celebrity, you have to do your due diligence when you dive into the political pool, because if you're supporting somebody behind the scenes for whatever reason, you got to make sure that if it comes to the light, that you have the same reasons why you support them and you stand on it in the public. So unfortunately, this is gonna have to be something that she's gonna have to face and deal with, and navigate through the best way that she possibly can. And this couldn't have happened at a worse time, because this comes off the strength of her and her group member, T-Boss of the group TLC, just got through performing at the iHeartRadio. They also announced that they will be going on tour with the group In Vogue and Salt and Pepper. So this is not great timing, especially when they just made this announcement. So it's going to possibly affect the ticket sales. And that's not going to be good for not only her, but the other ladies as well. So this is not looking too good for her, but I hope everything works out. But that's just my thoughts. I want to know your thoughts down below. What do you think about this video? What do you think about her accidental repost of Michelle Obama? What do you think about her donating to MAGA and claiming that she doesn't know, or she didn't read the fine print, and that she is not a MAGA supporter? Do you think it's her right to her political views and she doesn't have to explain herself, or she can vote for or support whoever she wants? Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe here with us at Back in Time. But until next time.
Don't you feel tough? Yeah! Don't you feel strong? Yeah! Don't you feel like going home? Sure! Then get the hell out of my apartment.